match. 12 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Brought to you in association with HBO Pay-Per-View and MP Promotions, and sponsored by Cazadores, the one with the deer on it. Tecate, cerveza con character. DeWalt Tools, guaranteed tough. Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees, and full throttle. Go full throttle or go home. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Bill Brady, Executive Director Keith Kaiser. At ringside, the 3 judges scoring this bout. Should it go the distance? Adelaide Bird, Stanley Christodoulou, and Dave Moretti. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the action at the bell, Tony Weeks. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, may the best man win. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and white, officially weighing 142 pounds, professional record 52 fights, 47 victories, including 35 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 even. Ladies and gentlemen, the former flyweight world champion, former junior featherweight world champion, former super featherweight world champion, and current lightweight champion of the world from General Santos City, the fighting pride of the Philippines and #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Manny Pacquiao. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing burgundy and gray, official weight 145 pounds. Since capturing Olympic gold, his professional record stands at 44 fights, 39 victories, including 30 knockouts, with 5 defeats and 10 world titles. Ladies and gentlemen, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former super lightweight, former 2-time welterweight, former 2-time junior middleweight, and former middleweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy from East LA, Oscar De La
Hoya. Seen some big fights over here, but the atmosphere for this one takes some topping.
Yeah, it does. I think it's because the opponent tonight has such a massive support as well.
Oscar, Manny, you both received your instructions in your dressing room. Okay, look, if he goes right here, it's okay. Anything below that's low. Right here is okay. Anything below that's low. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
Referee Tony Weeks handled that great contest between the late Diego Corrales and Jose Luis Castillo, one of the most memorable seen in recent times. De La Hoya's size, strength, reach and skills, Pacquiao's speed, ferocity, explosiveness, and the fact that he is the fighter at his peak, the current pound-for-pound champion. He's a very quick southpaw. What happens the first time De La Hoya lands with his trademark left hook? Can Pacquiao take that punch?
And you have to wonder, will Pacquiao box his normal fight, or will he feel he has to change to face a bigger man? 3 weight divisions above him, where he's been boxing, or 2 recently. If he's the one who changes his style, that could be a weakness.
De La Hoya will want to establish his jab. He was saying that he's looking to maybe throw 40 of them around. And a lot of things were said in the build-up to this fight, and I think we've had a lot of smoke screens about the weight as well. Let's just watch and see what happens now.
De La Hoya's winding up big punches when he should be trying to find a bit of rhythm, and he's worked. Good start from Pacquiao here, he's looking sharp.
And his hand speed troubling De La Hoya. De La Hoya looked very tense, I thought, before the fight, and Pacquiao super relaxed, almost like Evander Holyfield did that night when he shocked Mike Tyson for the first time.
I think De La Hoya has realised he's going to have trouble pinning Pacquiao down. I think he thought he was a lot easier to catch than this. Throws quick punches, but he moves around quickly too.
And he does have a very good record too against fighters with Mexican blood, having stopped Marco Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales twice. But that, of course, was at lower weights. Hand speed again. Pacquiao with his southpaw jab. Is there a bit of blood around on De La Hoya's face?
I'm just thinking De La Hoya's fought very few southpaws, and already the feet have been tripping over each other and knocked De La Hoya out of his rhythm. I wonder if the southpaw stance will be something that Oscar never solves out tonight.
Now he starts to let go, and Pacquiao had to take that left hook there around the temple for the first time. Looked a bit troubled by it, but he's okay. That was better from De La Hoya. Now he's got that jab going. Pacquiao certainly stole the early scenes. And great left hand, but De La Hoya looking sharper as the round's gone on.
Yeah, but I think Pacquiao's the one who's actually landed the more punches in the opening round. De La Hoya may have landed the stronger ones, but I think the volume. There he goes again, that left hand lead working a treat.
Troubled by the southpaw style and speed, De La Hoya. It's a decent opening round, plenty happening. I think Pacquiao stole it. No shortage of incident, and a good start that by Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, well, we're never giving him credit for his boxing skills. He was crude when Freddie Roach got his hands on him, but what a change he's made in him. And he's the one who's changed his style tonight. He knows he has to box a little bit more. But what a start.
It's very important. You've got to keep your back off the ropes. When you feel the ropes coming...
Nacho Beristain is the new trainer for Oscar De La Hoya for this one. Much lower key than Floyd Mayweather Sr. Certainly out of the ring anyway.
I thought the left hand worked a treat straight through De La Hoya's guard. De La Hoya a little bit too intent on what he's doing, forgetting the speed of Pacquiao in the opening round.
Here comes round two. Pacquiao, the ex-flyweight world champion, and De La Hoya, who's been as high as middleweight in his career. It's incredible that they're in the same ring together, but they are, and it's quite an event here. Good, fast left hand from Pacquiao, but back comes De La Hoya with his right hand, and then a left too.
I think De La Hoya is trying to bully Pacquiao. He's not putting enough thought into what he's doing. He just thinks he's bigger, and he's trying to walk through as if he doesn't have a real plan on what he wants to do. Just wants to be the bigger man and bully him. It's not working quite yet.
But will the weight of these punches begin to tell on Pacquiao as the fight goes on, if De La Hoya can land enough?
Well, Pacquiao's boxing very fluid, whereas De La Hoya's looking that little bit tense, winding up the punches, maybe telegraphing what's on his mind. Pacquiao moving around very quickly, very loose.
Pacquiao has refined his skills. He was pretty much a ferocious slugger when we first clapped eyes on him, but he's a lot more thoughtful an operator now. That's how he's won world titles at 4 different weights. In fact, these two between them have had 40 world championship fights.
Well, De La Hoya cannot pin him down. He can't back him to the ropes. Pacquiao he's not holding the centre of the ring, but he's not really been backed up. He's always given himself space to move. De La Hoya missing again.
Again, the fast left hand troubling De La Hoya. Not much head movement from him, and there it is again, rat-a-tat-tat. De La Hoya is having success with countering right hands.
I think De La Hoya is too intent in trying to hurt Pacquiao, trying to use the natural strength and power. There's not enough thought in his boxing. This is beautiful stuff from Pacquiao.
Speed is beating size at the moment early, and he looked for a big ferocious uppercut. Pacquiao there, and there's that fast left again. And he can't get out of the way of that, you know, Oscar De La Hoya.
Not a good start. There's no rhythm whatsoever in De La Hoya's work. Pacquiao has never stayed in the same spot for a second. De La Hoya can't pin him down, can't catch him with solid punches.
That's better from De La Hoya. He gets his jab going. But that left of Pacquiao's coming in at lightning quick. And De La Hoya has kept on shipping the punch.
Well, this is another round that I've much preferred what Pacquiao's been doing. Right left hand again, working a treat.
The Filipino is dominating things really so far. He's getting the better of the argument. And his tactics working well, never allowing De La Hoya to corner him by the ropes and pummel away and make... Great start by this man, Manny Pacquiao.
You're making it hard. Now you make it
Well, who would have thought the boxer of the two was going to be Manny Pacquiao? Tactics, brilliant, working a treat. De La Hoya, he looks forced and strained at the moment.
Can De La Hoya find some answers? If he can't, he might be in trouble here. And his boxing legacy's on the line a bit. It's a hiding-to-nothing fight in many ways, this, for him. He's got to do something to slow down the little jack in the box in front of him.
See, Pacquiao's smart. He's not winding up punches. He's not trying to hurt De La Hoya. He's just trying to hit and run and not take anything in return. The tactics really have been spot on. They've shocked me, and I think they've shocked Oscar De La Hoya too.
And De La Hoya is looking, you feel, for big power shots to make his natural weight advantage count. But all the time, Pacquiao's throwing out the southpaw jab, whipping in left hands, and maybe just nicking the rounds doing it.
I mean, you can see exactly what's on Oscar De La Hoya's mind. He's just trying to get the power shots going. He should get his boxing together. He has an excellent left hand, but it's as though he's winding up the right hand all the while.
It's a bit more of a technical fight than maybe some people might have imagined early on.
Well, I think that's down to the fact that Pacquiao has turned boxer, surprisingly.
Well, I spoke to Freddie Roach, his trainer, the other day. He almost accepted that Pacquiao wouldn't be able to knock out a bigger man like De La Hoya. So they're going about the job of winning the fight on points if they have to. There's a right hand from De La Hoya. Don't underestimate De La Hoya's skills and his boxing brain. He'll be working things out in there and trying to come up with some answers. Whether he does is another matter.
Still can't pin him down. Still just being a little bit predictable in what he's doing. De La Hoya hasn't shown anything that Pacquiao can't cope with. That was better, a little feint before he threw the punch there, De La Hoya. More thought is required in what he's doing. It's not all about power and strength.
There is the question too of how strong De La Hoya is at this weight. He hasn't made welterweight for 7.5 years since he fought Arturo Gatti in 2001.
Really struggling with Pacquiao's speed. Head too stationary and too obvious what he has in his mind.
Well, that's what Roach said, didn't he? Size isn't going to win this fight, speed isn't. At the moment, and it is still early, Pacquiao's speed is the decisive factor.
See, Pacquiao is the one who is relaxed, so he's reacting to situations, whereas De La Hoya is tense, set himself, and nothing is flowing for him. That was a closer round, but once again, I like Pacquiao.
Just did that bit more, didn't he, the Filipino again.
Beautiful. Nice head movement, son.
Beautiful work. Have a seat.
Give me one deep breath. In through your nose, down through your mouth. Come on, do it right.
That's it.
Freddie Roach, who famously said in the build-up, Oscar De La Hoya cannot pull the trigger anymore, and that was based on his experience in De La Hoya's corner for the Mayweather fight.
Yeah, maybe a little bit unkind, but what we have to see here is how heavily is Pacquiao breathing. When you're in with a naturally bigger man, the longer it goes, the tougher it gets. I mean, there again, the punches that counted and the punches you remember, again, coming from Pacquiao. But he's working really hard, using up a lot of steam to keep himself in front here.
Quick comment from Ricky Hatton. What are you making it so far?
I think Manny Pacquiao was boxing absolutely fantastic, and I thought Oscar De La Hoya looked fantastic on the scales yesterday, but today he looks... Yeah, he doesn't look very well to me, and his reactions out on the boil are just... Put all credit to Manny Pacquiao. Fantastic start for him.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. Back to round 4. Good right hand again from Pacquiao there on the counter.
I think he took the better one from Oscar De La Hoya. A beautiful leading right hand as a cut. Oscar finding the target now, but Pacquiao taking the shots and coming back.
Classy so far, Pacquiao. De La Hoya just looks frustrated and tense in there, not himself at all. But remember, he is 35 now, and some say these are the twilight times.
He cannot get Pacquiao to the ropes, which is what he's trying to do. That's his first mission, but he can't seem to do it. This is a better round for De La Hoya. Pacquiao was breathing very heavily at the end of the previous round. He's done a lot of work here. He's worked at a pace. This is a fight that I always felt it was a fight that would get harder for Pacquiao as it went along. But what an excellent start he's made.
Certainly may have put the first 3 rounds in the bank, Pacquiao, but maybe late on, the cumulative effect of fighting the bigger man will count again. Dazzling combination from Pacquiao. Good right hand. He's landed with a few of those heavy-looking right hands in this round, De La Hoya.
Yeah, but not without payback. Pacquiao taking the power shots and still coming back.
Pacquiao trying to defy boxing logic, and you feel growing in confidence. He looks so loose and confident in there, doesn't he?
That's been the difference from the first bell. De La Hoya, he's tense. You can see exactly what's on his mind. All he's thinking about is power shots, and he's been outworked. This is a little bit better from him, but certainly not vintage Oscar De La Hoya.
Body punches from both men in flurries.
Pacquiao taking the initiative. This is wonderful stuff from him.
He's really turning it on. There's that little bit of blood by the bridge of the nose from early on, and De La Hoya again just cannot cope with the speed of the punches. He's in trouble in this fight at the moment, and he's starting to look a bit bemused in there.
That was a beautiful left hand from... Remember it, in the Mayweather fight, De La Hoya was the one who was hurt with the head punches. It wasn't Mayweather.
A lot of people derided this contest, but it's proving fascinating. Keep the punches up. Little warning for Pacquiao there from Tony Weeks, who hasn't had to do much.
Well, this was shaping up like a De La Hoya round in the first half minute or so, but he hasn't sustained it. Again, I like Pacquiao.
Can the new man in the corner do the trick?
Well, he knows what he's doing is not working. I think he's come in his mind that he's too big for Pacquiao. You can hurt him with punches, but you can't hurt someone if you're not landing, and that's the big problem. They can't find the target. This guy is so quick, so sharp, so confident.
Walking behind the feint, the head movement, and the bit, yeah, a little bit of movement. You can't handle your speed, son.
He's not wrong about that at the moment, Freddie Roach.
You keep boxing just like that.
Of course, Amir Khan has been sparring with Manny Pacquiao in the build-up to this fight, couple of rounds at a time in Los Angeles. Here's the 5th round.
Well, you wonder if a little bit of desperation is going to start seeing. It's a good right-hand lead from De La Hoya. Wonder if a little bit of desperation. See, De La Hoya's only trying single punches, and Pacquiao is dealing with them without a great deal of problem.
often that anybody outskills Oscar De La Hoya, but that's what's happened here so far, as well as him being outspeeded.
De La Hoya still with single punches. He just seems a little bit reticent to let the punches flow. Started this round better, but this happened the previous round and he lost his way again.
Needs a breakthrough moment in the fight, you feel now.
He's pushing Pacquiao around now in an anti-clockwise direction, which is what you should be doing with southpaws. He hasn't always done that. And you take the rhythm out of their legs. They're still not too keen to march forward and take his opportunities.
More fast, eye-catching punches from the man who holds a version of the world lightweight title. Remember, Sugar Shane Mosley and Roberto Duran jumped straight from lightweight to welterweight with success. It's Pacquiao again.
Can't miss him.
He's making De La Hoya look an old fighter in there at the moment.
He's completely outboxing him. This is unbelievable. Shocking.
It's almost been embarrassing for De La Hoya so far, this. This is not what he had in mind at all.
Still hasn't the confidence to let the punches flow. Still looking for single shots. And look what Pacquiao's coming back with.
And even if he is the lighter man, these punches will start to have their effect because they're bumping home. And look at Pacquiao growing in confidence here. He's really starting to explode them. Big round for Filipino.
He's not even allowing De La Hoya to do anything. He's one step ahead, one move ahead, just too sharp all the way around.
What a turn up for the book. Could it change? Looks for a big right to the body. Needs to do something to dent the ring of confidence. That's better from De La Hoya, but look at Pacquiao. There's a little message. Not troubled, he says.
Well, this is not the fight I had pictured in advance, and it won't be the one that Oscar De La Hoya had. Still looking for one big single shot to turn things around. No rhythm, not using really his techniques.
A tale of the unexpected unfolding here so far. Oh, Pacquiao again, and they didn't hear the bell even.